Hello there, I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Timberborn, my friends. Now, today we are going to continue where we left off last episode. We want to finish off this little dam over here so that we can have some water for whenever the drought comes. We are still dealing with the consequences of the last drought, and hopefully we'll be able to get some trees going pretty soon, because unfortunately all of the beavers have consumed. All of the trees are gone, and now we must wait for more to be planted. Luckily we were able to get a forester done before we were soft locked out of the game. That would be embarrassing, but oh well. Yeah, we want these things to go and start growing as fast as possible. Now, we were gonna do all pine trees and whatnot, but I thought about it a little bit, and it would not be a terrible idea to get some oaks in here as well, because you see, different trees give different amount of resources, and the oak give the most amount of stuff. And therefore, I kinda think it's a good idea to have a long-term plan, shall we say. But well, now we need to wait a little bit, because yeah, there is nothing left to harvest over here. So hopefully, as we wait, these guys will have the thirst satiated, and no one is going to die of dehydration. 12 days of waiting for the tree to grow. Man, that's a lot of waiting that we have to do. Oh boy, let me tell you. Once we are done with this thing, my friends, the very first thing we are gonna do is focus on getting more resources, more water, more food, and more everything. In fact, we can already plant a little bit more food, I think, while we wait, you know, for this part, because these guys most of the time have nothing to do, and our food supplies are getting a little bit on the low side, so I would say it's probably a good idea to get some of these going. Like, we are gonna have another drought pretty soon, and these things are still not grown. Boy, oh boy, what a blunder, my friends, what a blunder. Yeah, like, we got really, like, such a low amount of resources to start with, that, yeah, I did not anticipate this happening. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this before the next round. Come on, pretty please, game, pretty please. Because this time I can't store water fast enough to, you know, satiate everybody's thirst. And that would spell the end of the colony, you see. Well, here comes the drought, my friends, here comes the drought, and no significant progress has been made so far. We have 3 days, and in those 3 days we must acquire at least 11 logs. Because with at least 11 logs, we can close off this gap and the water will be stored. Now, luckily for us, apparently now there is a sort of plant regrowth or world like regrowth or something like that. So, as Patchbird explained to me in the comments, if you leave a tree for by itself for long enough, it will allow other similar trees to grow nearby. We can actually see that because only these 2 trees were left before we were done harvesting them, and now there is like a few extra, you know, like but the bad thing is there is only 3 logs. We need 11. So, oh, luckily for us we have, oh, look at that, I saw 4 trees, that's 8 logs, and now we come over here, we unpause this, we say to this lumberjack, for example, over here, go grab those logs from there, go, good sir, come on, let's see if we can at least finish this one off over here, maximum priority, alright, so maybe we'll be saved, my friends, maybe. Nothing to do in range, no, these ones over here, as I'm gonna let 1 live, okay? I'm gonna let 1 live. These 3, they must die. It's for the good of the colony, okay? It's for the good of the colony. There we go. We are saved, my friends. We are saved. Or at least I think we're saved. I hope that's over there. It's watertight. I don't think this is watertight. Oh man, we are not safe. We are not safe. We need 20 more logs. Come on. Come on, my beavers, get more logs from the ground, please. And this is gonna be down to the wire, my friends. This is gonna be like so tight. We might still be like we still might not be able to make it. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. We're saved, my friends. We are saved. This route, we will not go thirsty, at least for a few days. It's not like this is a bunch of water or anything, but for now, we do have a reservoir. But more importantly than a reservoir, we now have access to brand new territory full of logs. Look at that, we are going to devastate it. It's going to be beautiful. It says in the description that the folk tales, they like are friends with nature and they respect nature. Yeah, like no. That's wrong. Because these guys, they will devastate everything if they can. Lumberjack flag, there we go. Look at all of these beautiful trees. And yeah, this has to go because in here I kind of want to make some farmland so that we can transfer this farming into over there. And that way we have more space for buildings and industry and whatnot over on this side. Alright, so now, my friends, that we have this out of the way, let's get some science rolling. Look at that, we have 300 points of science. Building lacks power, yeah. I notice our dam probably has something to do with that, I would say. I don't know. Which means we need to kind of get rid of this wheel and make a better one. So in order to do that, now that we have a bunch of science, I was eager to get this rolling. The wooden stairs, yes please. And we also need platforms. Yeah, let's get one of those. We can go shopping now, which means we can put these bad boys over here in the middle of the river that we can now reach them. But more importantly than that, given that we still have some science, we need these two thingies: the levee, and the floodgate. Because, you know, with these things we are actually able to create decent dams and store up a bunch of water, and then of course like all the others. Yeah, let's get the levee next, and once we have more science, we'll get the floodgates and so on and so forth. But most importantly now we have the platforms. But as I stated, we kinda gonna need to take care of our resources next. So first and foremost, let's get all of these trees. All of them must go. After that, we are gonna get rid of this over here. And yeah, resource focusing. So how are we gonna do that? This must go so that we can actually have a good pathing, so that we can transfer our food over there. Food not an issue so far, so let's not focus on that. Water, however, kind of an issue, so in order to fix that we need more of these bad boys. Very simple, very easy. So yeah, let's do that. Where should we put this bad boy? Now, good sir, I'm gonna need you to produce at least one more plank for me, because in order, you know, for this to go into there, I need to put one of these over there. You know, a platform. And that means, yes, that's it, beautiful. So now you're gonna start, now that the drought has started and there will be no current? Yeah, that's what I thought. Funnily enough, there is like a whirlwind over here. I don't know what we are doing, but clearly this is a very dangerous place to be, my friends. This is a portal to the underworld, look at that. Oh my lord. Beavers beware, do not go into the water, you will be sucked into oblivion. Okay, so we don't have any water current, right? Right, and we still have power. The physics are kind of wonky. I don't know what the hell is happening, but I don't know, my friends. The forces of the underworld are moving this. We are using L energy. This is the plot of Doom all over again. We are using L energy to power our stuff, and soon the demons will start to corrupt our beavers. I suppose that's how the Iron Teeth came to be, and they were corrupted by the unknown forces of hell. Oh boy, this is very strange. Okay, the folktale have learned their lesson. No longer are they using the energy from hell to move their stuff. I don't know what happened, but it was terrifying. But oh well, given that we, you know, have a little bit of a break because of the drought and whatnot, this thing is constantly causing us problems because of this thing over here, and now we do have the planks. Let's remove this, recovered goods, 38 logs. We do have a substantial amount of logs, so we'll be able to rebuild this. So yes, please, thank you. So you're telling me that my dudes need to go over there to collect the stuff? I see. I see that might become a small issue. Because we don't have access to that particular area. And I now need to build the stairs, which is gonna be a bit, like, wasteful. Because you see, like, 4 planks. We kinda just have enough stuff to build, like, one. Like, thingy over here. Interesting. Interesting. Well, it let us build there in yellow. It's too far, blah blah blah. Now this one we can remove because it's fine. We can rebuild this so that, you know, they can reach there and whatnot. But still, a bit annoying. Okay, now with the platform over here, the dudes can gather all the stuff without getting into the water, so that's okay. Okay, so the drought has ended and whatnot, so yeah, hopefully in here it will not be an issue, like the water flow will be good enough and whatnot. The portal to hell is still open over there somehow. I don't know how, I don't know what's going on in there, but yeah, hopefully this is gonna be enough. We'll build this, then once this is built, we'll build the shaft over there and then over there, so that, you know, the beavers have always access and whatnot. But yeah, now, with that then built, we are gonna use the planks that we get from here to build more housing, because as you can see we don't have enough housing, but because right now we don't have a lot of, you know, how should I put it? We don't have a lot of planks available. We cannot build on the top floor, so what we are gonna do is the following. We're gonna build it right in here, like so, and then we are gonna put a path through here. Through here, I said. Now the idea will be to to kind of like just pile up all of these things on top of each other. We'll just put like these thingies over here, some ladders to access the next floor, then we put one over here and another ladder to go into the other floor. So we use these 2 tiles over here to make a staircase, and then we put over on this tile and on this tile the corridors to access the thingies, and then we can replicate these over on this side over here, which means that this staircase will then be able to service this, and then we could technically replicate it infinitely, but we don't have space. But, you know, the idea to keep it organized is kind of that. But if you know me, organization and we are not the best of friends. So even though the theory is quite nice, yeah, I suppose we will find ways to ruin it. Okay, this works fan-freaking-tastic. Up next, what can we do next? I really need these trees to be gone, my beavers, so yeah, start doing that. But look at that, beautiful news, we have the new lodges, and so we have more we have more Jesus, I can't say, we have more beds, okay? I was trying to say a fancy word and I was just like, don't, biz manager, don't try and say fancy words. Well, moving on, in anticipation to our next project, my friends, which is still gonna be a dam, we're gonna dam over here. We're gonna make another dam over here. We can make a 3-tile dam, which means we can then store up a bunch of water through here. We'll need to be careful with these things, because these are bypasses that go back into the main line, into the main flow, meaning if we are to open up these paths, we need to control them, otherwise we're gonna lose all of the water that we store up over here. But I don't think it's a concern right now. I don't really think there is another outflow for the water other than this one, which in turn ends up right in front of our... Oh, I was mistaken, my friends, I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, I thought it would end up, like, either over there or over here, but no. Okay, so that is another thing that we need to take into consideration, which means if the water comes from here and we dam it off, it still has a way to flow all the way through here into another output, which means we need to send someone to close the river over here. Yeah, if we don't close it off over here, all the water is gonna be lost. Okay, the plan, my friends. The plan is quite simple. So, this is the fountain and the water has two possible flows, right? It's either going through here straight into our base, right? Through here, or it's going to go through the other side and split off into our base and into the other output from the map right in here. Right. So what we need to do is quite simple. Before we build our big dam, we need to send some unfortunate soul all the way over here. We need to send someone all the way over here and dam this off by utilizing these bad boys over here. The dams, the regular dams. We can replace them later if we find it appropriate, but right now we just need to kinda dam it off like this. In order to access that, we need these bad boys. I think this should be enough if we go like this, right? Yeah, perfect. So and do it like this. So yeah, we just need to find a way to build a path all the way over there. This is kind of temporary, so just pretend that the base manager is not doing the most horrible path possible. Straight there. I'm just trying to be very cheap and not pay a lot for this. So we go through here and then we make our way all the way over there. Alright. Lessons learned, although now it's kind of late. We don't need to build this little platform to the side, because the beavers can just build not diagonally but downwards, so we can just, like, for future reference, build all of this and then put the stairs right there so that they can access the rest. Okay. Also, maybe next time use the levee plus floodgate, because it's far cheaper than the dam. I think we still go on time, right? We only have 8 logs over here, 28 logs. If I destroy that, which I can't because there is a street on top of that, let's demolish the path. I get back 15, so I lose 5. Yeah, I think it's still worth it. So let's do that instead, because that way we actually have a little bit more control over this. So let's demolish this and rebuild all of this, my friends, utilizing the levee plus. We need the. That's fine. We can do the floodgate like last. It's okay. There we go, floodgate install. Oh, can we make a path through there? I don't remember, actually. Very good question. No, we cannot. Really? Huh. Then how did I build bridges before? Well, if that is gonna be the case, then we are gonna have to do things slightly even different. Oh man, I already placed resources there. It's fine, my friends. Once again, learning moment, okay? We are paying for our mistakes. You see this? Because we cannot place a path over there. In fact, the gate is gonna be right there, because now we can path through the levee thingy dam that we're trying to build. There we go. See, this was actually useful in the end. It was not wasted resources. There we go, my friends. We now have control of the flow through here. Now, I was thinking, and you know, one thing that we could do, we could use this to restrict access of water through here. Why? Because pretty much all of this water is wasted, and we can just force all of that water to flow through the main channel straight into our base, which means that this should generate a lot more power because there is like more water going through there, right? I mean, makes sense. Look at that, we're producing so much horsepower. We can even support another one of these from a single water wheel, which is pretty cool. Yeah, with that in mind, let's go over here. I mean, we just made the river significantly more dangerous, but, you know, who cares about that? Let's just go over here and start building our secondary dam. We shouldn't have it ready before, like, you know, the next drought, but we can try. So the idea would be to create a levee right here, right? Oops, that's not over here. This pretty much is the same height as this, so it's like pushing this over here, and on top of that we can put then the floodgates. Now I would like to have like the level 2 floodgates, so that we could just even drain this little bit of water, but you know what, we can do that in the future if we really want to. Now we need to remember, there is a bunch of water flowing through here. We cannot restrict it to a single like thingy, otherwise it's going to go overboard. Given that this is like the main river right now, I would actually go for the 5 floodgates, because I don't think we are gonna be able to like allow all of this water to flow through otherwise. So yeah, let's try the 5 floodgate approach. Right, in order to do that we need some scaffolding. I think that a single platform height should be more than enough. So in order to do that we need to go like this, this, and this, right? This should be all that we need to build that thing over there. Oh, of course we need to get rid of these berry bushes which are in the way, but other than that I think it should be fine. Now, even though I do have all the resources available, given that we have the drought incoming, I don't think this is gonna be done, but for now I think this is more than enough to support our needs. For any drought. We shouldn't go thirsty, nor should we go like without water for the plants or anything, and if we go it shouldn't be too long. Now, just one... Oh, I think the oaks died because of the drought. We might have some dead trees over here. Just saying, we will see after the drought, but I need to take care of that. No, in any case, my friends, yeah, I'm gonna build a few extra inventors and whatnot, a few extra things just to spend the resources that we have, but also to get more science, because there is a bunch of things that we need to unlock. So yeah, not a terrible idea. Now, while I was gonna do that, I actually noticed that we have this thing, the observatory. It needs 1,000 science points to unlock, but it should be really cool. Like, imagine we can create like a giant skyscraper, right, and then we just put an observatory on top. That would probably be very nice. And here comes the drought. So much water wasted. What a waste. But well, it is fine, my friends, it is fine. I think we ran out of planks, maybe. That was the limiting factor. But well, we will survive. I am certain of that. Oh! We were able to conserve some of the water, my friends. We were able to conserve some of the water. No way. Look at that. We still have all of this beautiful water over here, which is going to keep our trees nice and moisturized, and should our little reservoir over here be empty, we just need to drop these gates down, and it should be nice. It should be fine. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Let's move on with other things. Now, what other things may you ask? I think it is time... Oh, come on. Mark resource for demolition. I think it is time for us to start moving things around a little bit. I'm gonna move that into over here, and in fact I'm probably gonna build a few extra just to make sure that we have all the water that we are gonna need. So we're gonna have our water security done first. There's still one berry bush in the way, of course there is. So in here we can fit 4 water pumps, pretty nice. That should give us enough safety for considerable amount of time. Now unfortunately we might not have planks to build bridges, which would be pretty cool to build a bridge over here and to create our farm field over here, but we can do that later on. Now we still need some beds, and we're gonna need to expand our residential area anyway, so we could also get some extra lodges going right in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And oh, we can still fit more over there, which is pretty cool. Nice. So at least 2 blocks of apartments we'll be able to build according to the design that I told you guys earlier, which is pretty cool. To these we call beaver efficiency. They can build things pretty fast when they do have the supplies. So now let's get rid of this one. Bam, 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 beautiful. Collect all of that rubble and put it back into storage so that whenever the drought ends we can build the bridge over here and then create some farmland right there. And the drought has ended without any major repercussions. We have water, we have food, nothing bad happened to us other than we running out of power, of course. But that was to be expected anyway. So yeah, pretty cool. Get me some planks so that we can build that farmhouse and call it a day, my friends. Oh, also, after every drought, don't forget to drop down the ore gates again, otherwise you're gonna create a mess. Luckily for me, I remembered, so yeah. No harm, no foul. Oh, other than a little bit of a flooding, but it's under control. It's under control. I hope. I hope that it's under control. Like it's very close to flooding levels over there. I'm getting concerned. Even with 5 thingies, this is getting a bit redonkulous. We might not be able to like just output all of the water through there. We might need to open this thing every once in a while just to let out some of the water. But you know, if it floods like over here, who cares, right? We don't live over here, so it's fine. We are just concerned about this, right? Like the water coming over the dam. Yeah, that's a concern. Okay, drop over there. We need to discharge some water. We need to do a little bit of a discharge. I mean, we are still restricting the water flow over here to just 1 tile. So, you know, we still should be able to gain a bunch of power from these extra currents, shall we say. But yeah, I'm just gonna open for a little while, and once the levels have resumed back to normal, which should be right now, we're gonna close it off again and see if the levels hold. If they don't, then we'll open it again. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. But in any case, this is done, so let's just build a path right, like for example like this. Right, in fact I can slow down the game a little bit. There's no point in rushing, we're not waiting for anything in particular. Now we need these efficient farmhouses, right? Right, let's go here. Let's see, how much space do you occupy? It's fine. So we're gonna build 2 of these. One of them is gonna be prioritizing planting, the other harvesting. Of course that in the end both of them will do similar jobs, but you know, it's one of those things. Let's just plant a few carrots over here, right? Right there. Eat carrots, right? Everybody loves carrots. And then those are potatoes, which I think potatoes cannot be eaten raw. You need to cook them. So the same with the wheat. But for now, let's just plant carrots, and then in the future we might think about the potatoes. Very well, my friends, I kinda wanted to do a little... Oh boy, we are flooding again. I just saw like that going a little bit over there, and I immediately knew what it was. Drop down to 0.5, please. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, before we go, I kinda want to do a final thing. I kinda want to do the proof of concept for these apartment building thingies, right? Should go like this, right? And then we put some stairs, and the first one should be like over here, just to make it easier on us. So it should be something like this, and then like this, and it goes through here, and then through here. Right, so they go upstairs, they can access these thingies, and then through here they can access on the other ones. However, this is not like the only ones we're gonna have. Then we're gonna have it like this. Right, and so in order to access that, they can go like this, and then like, come on, like this, and then we just create the staircase. I think it shouldn't be too difficult to do it like ad infinite, but still, you know, it's one of those things. Now I'll have to go through the painful process of cancelling all of these things manually, because I want to keep some, but no, not all. Oh well, I can do that later in between episodes, but yeah, my friends, this is pretty much the proof of concept for what I kinda want to build. It's gonna be more compact and easier to just put everything into tiny little apartment complexes that should be easy to replicate. We also were able to just explode with our resources. We are maxed out on pretty much everything except for the carrots. But guess what? We're also gonna take care of that pretty soon. So, shouldn't be too difficult, right? To also get a maxed out carrots. So yeah, my friends, I'm pretty happy with today's results. Oh, just one final thing. I kinda want to double check one thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is how we are gonna make the infinite staircase thingy. Otherwise we could not stack these things on top of the stairs and we could not build on that block. But now we can. So yeah, that's pretty much the way we're gonna do things, and it's gonna look pretty awesome, let me tell you. But well, my friends, as I was saying, I think we're gonna call it here, and yeah, next episode our objective is to start getting into the chemistry part of the tech tree, if I can find it. Oh, here it is, the explosive factory. It's gonna take a little bit of science to get there, and we need paper. In order to do paper, we need to unlock the paper over here, blah 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 blah. But we really want to get into those explosives so that we can start shaping the map to our own needs. And all of that is gonna be done in a future episode, my friends. So, with all of that said, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out.